Have you watched the documentary about hoarding in Netflix? Can you just raise your hands for those who watch it?
No, a
Mm.
little bit.
Thank you. Imagine there are two rooms. In the first room, it is owned by a very passionate collector of the iconic Madonna. It has a well cataloged record album, and the posters are proudly hung on the wall. On the other room is another individual, uh, which room is stacked with old newspapers, broken electronics, used plastic bags, blocking the doorway. The countertop of the kitchen is covered, making the room unusable. For all of for us outsiders, we might thought that, oh, these persons just have lots of clutters inside their rooms, or they just have lots of things inside their rooms. But psychologically, the other person is a passionate collector, bringing joy to his life, and the other person unawarely is debilitated with a certain condition called hoarding. To truly understand, this condition, let us see what hoarding is. Okay, what is hoarding? If you can notice on these slides, this is how it looks like to a room of a hoarder. What is hoarding? According to the American Psychological Association, hoarding is a pattern of persistent difficulties discarding possession, regardless of its values. And most of the time, the values are worthless. And the second thing is accumulation and clutter. Individuals who are experiencing this condition tends to accumulate lots of things like newspapers, like on this picture, and clutter inside the room, making the room really unusable. And the third one is significant distress or impairment. According to Dr. Jeffrey Barenstein, the president and CEO of the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation of Mayo Clinic, person experiencing hoarding, it's not just about clutter, it's not just about messiness. There is a deep down impairment or distress to that person. Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be guiding or giving you information about the complexities and psychological relevance of hoarding disorder. Many of us have a tendency to think like we are holding some things because we thought that this is for some sentimental reasons we want to keep those things. Sometimes we interchangeably say hoarding or collection in a very casual conversation, but deep down there are some reasons why does hoarding happens. The first one is psychological factors, meaning there is a strong emotional attachment to objects. Person tends to think like these objects are tied to their memories, individuality, and security. The next one is there is something wrong with the brain function because persons with hoarding disorder have issues in decision making. They are so undecisive whether they go right or they go wrong. And they're so perfectionist, leading to planning disorganization. The next one is major life event. Some persons develop hoarding because of a loss of a loved one, financial loss, or due to trauma. And the last one is mental health condition. If hoarding is allied or goes alongside with some mental health condition like depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disease, or the attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or more known as ADHD. Okay, now that we know what are the hoarding causes, let's go to the specific or visible symptoms of those persons that experience hoarding. First one is they keep too many items. without space in their rooms or in their house, difficulty of throwing or parting with things. They thought that, oh, wastefulness is not one of their feeling a need to save these items, building up clutter, trying to be perfect, delaying decisions, and of course planning, problems with planning and organizing. Okay. While these symptoms print a clear, while these symptoms paint a clear picture on what this condition looks like on a daily basis, it raises an important question: who is the most vulnerable to develop these conditions? To answer, let us take a look at the risk factors. Hoarding usually starts from the age of 15 to 19 and tends to get worse with age. Hoarding is more common in older adults from 60 to 65, and more than the younger adults from 26 to 35. The risk factors are personality, because persons with hoarding behavior have behavior style like problem in troubleshooting. And of course, genetic factor or family history. Once one member of the family has hoarding disorder, it's most probable that somebody will inherit it because they learn behavior from family members. And the next one will be stressful life events like divorce or loss of property due to fire. Okay, when these risk factors combine and person develop hoarding, it does not just impact their thoughts, it severely impacts their reality. Left unchecked, this leads to a variety of complications that threaten individual safety, relationship, and livelihood. So complications of hoarding disorder includes increase of risk falls because of too much clutter inside the house, injury because they might be trapped to the shifting items of clutter inside the room, loneliness and social isolation, health risk because too much clutter or unclaimed items, a fire hazard as I watched the Netflix, even the fire officer went to the house, poor work performance, and lastly is legal issues such as eviction. Many people with hoarding disorder are not aware they have a problem. It's often noticed by neighbors, friends, and family. If you're worried about someone, the good news is there is help. So let's go to the treatment and support. First one is cognitive behavior and therapy. This is specifically tailored and designed for person with hoarding disorder, teaching them highly skilled to be back how to be organized. The next one is medication. Let's say hoarding goes along with some of the mental issues like anxieties and depression, so they have to be taken a prescribed medication. And of course, very important thing is support group. Especially now, we're so lucky that there are available support group for this condition and some professional organizers. In summary, hoarding disorder remains widely misunderstood, and the stigma make it harder for people to seek help. Increasing awareness and approaching the issue with empathy can help individuals feel comfortable in accessing care. Just like Dr. Jeffrey Barenstein said, hoarding is not about laziness or lack of willpower. It is a complex but treated condition. With awareness, compassion, and the right support, we can help break the cycle of isolation, offer real hope to those affected, and make a meaningful changes to improve their daily lives. Let us be that person of hope and support system to those who experience this condition. Thank you.